As we speak, we have a challenge currently with feeding students in secondary schools, as the Ghana Education Service insisted that schools must reopen on the 3rd of January, contrary to the advice of the Conference of Heads of Assisted Secondary Schools. As a stopgap measure, I've asked the Chief of Staff to work with the Ghana Education Service to allocate and evacuate food that is currently held in warehouses in Tema. This food was imported by the outgoing government in response to the drought that occurred last year.
Keep watching. Mofantulos and TV. Keep watching. Don't change it. Keep watching. Don't change it. Keep watching. Don't change it. And one loss and TV.
Addo for programmer a course so John Dramani Mahama and then a new government issue I invite us for ma bompa ma won na busuan and a new government no John Dramani Mahama e dey nsem bitudwa efa education and the kasa ye mo na nchire mu no o kire se aye kasa aduane kra e dey be feeding kra no ho aye den eno nti no heads of secondary schools at the 2 years and him saying nka on tiase any entry school open no nkwache but o man tiase ama samiri aho kira banto ba hwe ankra bi kwa de gari church social media se gari na afi di omudi eno na John Dramani Mahama the president or say ne chief of staff ene Ghana Education Service for nkamom na enuane bia eye nana adodankwa akufo Addo ekra besiesie wotema senka ekombi bagana nanka Ghana for ho ansere wo mo no se enuane na ya store no omo release na school for no enhyasie enni enti free SHS enuane a akwa ahokyere mu na se enuane a enni ho no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama order se omonfa na nado de odisi no enche yenko na yenkuti no
The wife of the President of the Republic of Ghana, Lordina Mahama, our spiritual fathers and mothers, shepherds of the flock, our party executives and activists, our traditional rulers, chiefs and queen mothers, our beautiful choirs that have sung here today and ministered to us, everybody who's made this occasion a success, I want to say a big thank you and a big akwaba welcome. It is with immense gratitude and humility that I stand before you today. This Thanksgiving service is a testament to the boundless grace of Almighty God and the unyielding power of prayer. As I reflect on this journey, the campaign, the elections, and the victory, I'm reminded of the words in Psalm 118, verse 23, that this is the Lord's doing, and it is marvelous in our eyes. The next thanks goes to him for granting our heart's desire to win this election and be able to do good to our country. My third thanks, for which I'm grateful, goes to the Christian community for the prayers and fasting that many people all across this country executed for us to be victorious. Indeed, on every step of the way, we called on the clergy. I remember we had the meeting with the clergy in Accra. We had a similar meeting in Kumasi and then also in Tamale. And we asked them to pray and cry unto God for us to be able to see this day. And I want to extend my sincerest thanks to them and to say that at the appropriate time, we're going to meet again in Accra, Kumasi, and Tamale to say proper thanks to all the pastors who came together to pray for us. Indeed, this victory is not ours alone. It is a victory of a nation united in faith and hope. It is a manifestation of the will of God and the collective prayers of millions of Ghanaians who trusted that He would guide us through. To Him alone be the glory, for He has done marvelous things. Allow me to express my heartfelt gratitude to all who have been part of this journey. To my team, your dedication, sacrifice, and belief in our shared vision for Ghana has been instrumental in this achievement. You worked closely, often at great personal cost and sacrifice, to bring us to this point, and for that I'm deeply thankful. To the Christian community and faith-based organizations, I cannot thank you enough. Your steadfast prayers, encouragement, and active role during the elections have been a source of strength for me and my team and all who have participated in this process. You have shown the nation the importance of faith and unity, reminding us that even in the most challenging times, God is always there for us.
My name is Foina. I'm a beauty mogul. I'm the Kylie Jenner of Africa.
We cannot forget the critical role the church plays in fostering peace and stability in our nation. By preaching love and unity and encouraging civic responsibility, you have been the pillars of support. It is through your guidance that we've been able to navigate this season peacefully and continue to bask in the glory as the beacon of democracy in Africa. And I am truly grateful. As we celebrate this victory, I want to assure every Ghanaian that I stand here as a president for all of you, regardless of your political, ethnic, or religious affiliation. This is a moment for Ghana. This is a moment for unity. It's a moment to put aside our differences and work together for the greater good of our dear nation. In Ephesians chapter 4, verse 3, we are urged to, and I quote, make every effort to keep the unity of the Spirit through the bond of peace. Unity is not just a value we aspire to, it is a necessity for our progress. We can only move forward as a nation if we stand together, shoulder to shoulder, and embrace the common goal of building a prosperous and inclusive Ghana. Today I want to share with you a few tidbits about a vision for transformation, a vision for a national reset. In Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11, it reminds us of God's promise. And I quote, it says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future." With this assurance, we embark on a journey to rebuild and reset our nation. The resetting of our nation, Ghana, is anchored on restoring hope and creating opportunities for all. We will address the challenges of unemployment by investing in entrepreneurship, in vocational training and value chain development in agriculture and industry. Our youth deserve better opportunities, and we are committed to providing them with the tools that they need to thrive in life. We'll prioritize healthcare, ensuring that every Ghanaian, no matter their location or economic status, has access to quality medical care. In this regard, we'll compile an inventory of all uncompleted health facilities and prepare a plan and program to complete and operationalize these. To improve access to health care for all our people, we will in the next budget uncap the National Health Insurance Levy. This is important so that the National Health Insurance Authority can have sufficient funds to reimburse health service providers for the care that they provide to the public. Education will be another cornerstone of our reset, with a focus on improving infrastructure and providing resources for teachers and expanding access to technology for students. As indicated in our 120-day plan, we will convene a National Education Review Conference to dialogue on the challenges facing various levels of our educational system, in order that we can forge a consensus on the way forward to achieve quality education. As we speak, we have a challenge currently with feeding students in secondary schools, as the Ghana Education Service insisted that schools must reopen on the 3rd of January, contrary to the advice of the Conference of Heads of Assisted Secondary Schools. As a stopgap measure, I've asked the Chief of Staff to work with the Ghana Education Service to allocate and evacuate food that is currently held in warehouses in Tema, This food was imported by the outgoing government in response to the drought that occurred last year. But in this emergency, we need to use some of that food to feed our students so that